Good morning, Friendly. My name is Rufus J. Tate, Jr. I am an attorney and the former General Counsel for the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of St. Louis. We've got some work to do, and the time is now. This Wednesday, October 10th, is the last day to make sure that you are registered to vote for the upcoming presidential election in November. What that means is we need everyone within the sound of my voice to do one of two things. First of all, make sure that you yourself are registered to vote before the close of business on Wednesday, October 10th. You can do that by going online to sos.mo.gov, which is the Secretary of State's website, or you can call your local Board of Election Commissioners. For the City of St. Louis, that's area code 314-622-4336, or St. Louis County, 314-615-1800. Do not let yourself, mom and them, your cousins, your employers go to bed on Wednesday, October 10th without knowing that every one of them is registered to vote. Now, once you know that you're registered to vote, you need to make sure everyone knows where they need to go to cast a proper ballot. In other words, you just need to know where your local polling place is. Same thing. You call your local Board of Election Commissioners to make sure that you know exactly where you need to go to vote on that day. You should have or will be receiving soon from your local Board of Election Commissioners a local polling place card which identifies your polling place. Take that. That will also serve as your voter identification. This year you do not have to have a photo ID, but you do need to have some ID issued to you by the state. That can be a driver's license, a non-state driver's license, your college ID, a utility bill, a bank statement, your identification card from your employer. Any of these things will be sufficient for you to cast a ballot on Election Day 2012. Don't go without it. Make sure you have it. If on Election Day, which is November 6th, 2012, you will not be able to get to the polling place, either because you work out of town that day, you have an emergency, there's a funeral, you're getting married, whatever the case may be, you need to understand that you have an absolute right to an absentee ballot. This is important because the absentee ballot is not like a provisional ballot. The absentee ballot has all of the candidates, all of the issues and questions on it. And you want those in case you are just not able to be at the polling place on November 6th. This is important because let me explain who this would apply to. Someone who's sick and shut in, someone who's in a hospital, someone who's in a nursing home, under hospice care, in jail. Yes, I said in jail. If there are people who are locked up right now in the jails awaiting a trial, in other words, they've never pled guilty and never been convicted, then these people are entitled to an absentee ballot as well. If you have already pleaded guilty but you were given an SIS, a suspended imposition of sentence, you are still eligible to vote. If you find yourselves in any of these situations, yourself, mom and them, your brother, your cousin, the neighbor down the street, make sure that they know that they're registered before Wednesday and that they can request an absentee ballot and that their vote and their voice can be counted for the upcoming presidential election. Another thing about absentee ballots, if you know someone who will now find themselves permanently disabled in a nursing home, hospice care, they can be added to what they call a permanent absentee ballot voter list. In other words, you contact the local Board of Election Commissioners, let them know the condition of the voter that we're talking about, and they will add them to a list so that they automatically receive each election an absentee ballot application. It makes it smooth and no one has to forget it on their calendar, and everyone can make sure their vote counts. The only other thing that we need you to know, Friendly, is that this election is historic and every vote counts. That means yours and mine. Friendly, Missouri is a great state and it does give you a second chance. For those of us who have family members or neighbors or know someone who has been through the criminal justice system, who has pleaded guilty and been convicted of some crime, but who has served their time, that person is now eligible to get registered to vote and to cast a ballot in this upcoming election. They need to contact their parole board or their probation officer and get their paperwork showing that they have successfully completed their probation or their jail time. Take it to the local Board of Election Commissioners and get registered to vote. This counts, that important. Do not miss that opportunity to make sure those who were once legitimately disenfranchised know that now they have a chance of redemption, they have a second chance, and this is a chance that they need to take. The last thing that we really want you to know, friendly, is that you will have the opportunity to make a little money while participating in this process. St. Louis City, St. Louis County need more election day workers. These are the people that sit inside, who take your ID, who sign you in, and who point you to the voting equipment. Those people earn anywhere between $75 to $100 for the day. Why not make a little money while you're making sure the process is working as smoothly as you would hope? We cannot allow any one of us not to cast a ballot in this election. If we do not cast a ballot, or if we stay at home, it's no different than us walking in and voting for the person that we would not otherwise choose. This is an election where you have to take an affirmative action. You cannot sit back and be a Monday morning quarterback. We need you on the field November 6, 2012, or we need you at the absentee ballot voting box. Thank you, friendly. Let's make it happen.